Greetings. Happy Tuesday. This is going to be our heart therapy reading. So we're tapping into matters of the heart, seeing what our divine team wants us to know at this time. So this is just one of those messages that, will reach you in the divine right time that is meant to, if it is meant for you anyhow. So greetings and welcome. Happy Galentine's? I always want to say Galatians. It's like the Bible scripture. I'm saying it wrong, but anywho, happy Valentine's Day to my ladies out there, my sisters, all of you guys, whether you are single or you're coupled up, happy Valentine's Day. Much love from one sister to another. All right, so let's go ahead and tap in and see what the messages are. Whoa. Okay. This energy has been kind of testy, like testing of patience with people, with just circumstances. So this could be what's going on with you. But even if not, stick around and let's see what Spirit wants us to know. What's the energy? Holy Spirit, use me as a divine vessel for those who are meant to receive this message surrounding the heart space. What is the energy? What is the energy? Surround them in your love. This part of the deck is like, take me. Okay, so we'll take you. Okay. Rest and reconsider is in reversed, which is the Nine of Wands in this deck. Darkest fears, which is the Nine of Swords. It's a lot of nines. Detach, which is the Justice card, I think, in this deck. Listen in reverse, which is the High Priestess. What is going on? Control in reverse, which is the Strength card in this deck. Observe in reverse. Wow, okay. Almost all the major arcanas are in reverse. And this is the Hangman card. Feeling alone, Five of Wands, or Five of Pentacles energy, sorry, Five of Pentacles. Embrace the World card energy. Rebuild, which is the Tower. We got a lot of cards coming out. Believe and Succeed, which is the Six of Wands in this deck. Decisions, Daydreams and Decisions, which is the Seven of Cups energy in this deck. Seek, which is the Hermit, another 9. So you have 999 here. Eight of Moving On, which is the Eight of Cups. And last but not least is the Sacral Chakra. So you guys are doing a lot of cleansing. And this is funny because, not too much TMI, but I'm not even on my lady thing. I'm not on my dot. In other words, I'm not on my dot. But I've been having like these really intense cramps and it's really weird. It's like a lot of energy stored up being released there. So, some of you guys, this could pertain to you, whether you have a wound, a yoni, or it just, you feel that intensity in the lower abdomen area, maybe even some sensation, a lot of sexual energy, maybe than usual, than normal, or as of lately, like a lot of intense energy going on or clearing in that that area where you're releasing. I feel like the energies that you are releasing are connected to this is like these energies, this is what's being released. So like that stagnancy where you feel, let's say for instance, some of you guys have been procrastinating. So it could be procrastinating on something that you've been called to do, to take action on, to create, to leave behind. It's like, for some of you, it is to let go and release of your fears, your deepest, darkest fears. And some of you guys are not listening to spirit. This reading is going to be an easy read because it's like laid out right here, just plain and simple laid out. And I feel like you guys are afraid to let go of certain attachments that you have or certain commitments that you've made that you're no longer held to, or they were never meant for you to even align yourself with certain things, people, places, or whatever. It was like, the spirit is saying like this is the season where you're being set free, or you're finding peace and letting go and detaching. And some of you guys have made a contract with your fears. And what I mean by that is like, you've become so, Like you've given so much power to your fears that it's like they walk with you like hand in hand, like husband and wife, like a ring on your finger. Like you believed and fallen victim to some of your fears. Like, and these are deep rooted fears, and these are things that are keeping you in a stagnancy. They're keeping you in a cycle rather than progressing. And I feel like this is a season where, when I say season, like an energy, a time in your life, a chapter in your life where you are being called to step out of this isolated, stagnant energy, this fear. It's like you've been hiding for too long. This woman is wearing a cloak, and for spiritual protection purposes, it's okay to protect your energy and cloak it, but I feel like this is due to a fear of keeping yourself hidden, afraid to step out in some sort of way. And spirit has been speaking to y'all very loudly and very clearly. And I feel like you're not taking heed to the messages. It's coming in many different forms, and it's like the same message coming through, but just maybe in different avenues. Or it could be different people, it could be music, it could be dreams. Like it's something I feel more audibly though that you're not listening to. And I feel like this is a lesson to let go of that control. It's like the need to have to know every single thing. And it's like for those of you that are used to trying to take control of everything in your life, even the very things that you cannot, to the point where it frustrates you. And I feel like that is a sign, like that frustration is a sign for you to surrender and realize and just kind of come to this humbling moment that I don't need to have it all figured out. Like, what is the purpose of needing to have it all figured out? So, a point of this as well is like spirit wants you to take a step back as well. Some of you guys are at this space where you feel lost, you don't know which way to go. And I feel like it could seem that way, but in hindsight, what's really happening is the cycle is closing out. And yeah, maybe spirit is removing people out of your life. Maybe spirit is calling you to, like, it's a bittersweet energy, and you're holding on for dear life to some things or someone or people's or aspects of yourself or to these fears that you're actually being called to eclipse out. It's time to close it. It's time to shut it down. It's time to walk away. And it's a bittersweet feeling, and you may feel a little bit lonely. You may feel like, where is God then? Where's the universe? Like, where's my, like, I don't see what's going on. Like, y'all just abandoned me. Like, what's up? And no, they have not abandoned you. Source God has not abandoned you. Your spiritual team has not abandoned you. You are very close to ending something here. You're very close. Like, the cycle is up. Like, there's no choice but for it to be up and over with. And you're being called to rebuild. It's like whatever you thought was stable, or maybe it no longer is. Maybe it's just an outdated thing that it's time to re-renovate, or it's time to move. Like old things sometimes are not meant to be rebuilt. Some things are meant to just be left alone, or they just get torn down, and it's time to rebuild. It's time to reinvent. And this is what's happening with you. And it could feel like you're being broken, or it could feel like you're being torn down. It could feel very painful, right? But you're sturdy, you're strong, you're capable. And spirit is saying, like, you got to believe that you're going to succeed. And this is a boat. So, yes, the Six of Wands, but it's giving Six of Swords energy too. Um, and I feel like I'm being called to that story again with Jesus, where him and the disciples were in the boat and they were all sleeping, and then the waters were raging really, terribly, I imagine, because they were freaking out. And Jesus was like, do you trust? Do you believe? And Jesus like calmed the water, and he went right back to sleep, like he wasn't even tripping. So it's like it could seem chaotic, and that's just the cycle of life. Like we can't dictate the weather all the time and how and where we're going to be when a storm happens. But do we have faith? Do we trust that we'll be, brought to shelter, or that we will find shelter in the midst of our challenges, in the midst of confusion and fear? Um, you have some choices to make. And I feel like your dreams are speaking very loudly and clearly if you center yourself and really listen. Both of these cards, they're in this meditative state. So it's like you have to calm your mind and listen to yourself. For some of you, you need nature. Your spiritual team is speaking to you. They speak to you in a language that you understand, and it's very clear, it's very matter of fact, it's very subtle, but it's very still. Even if it's something like, you better prepare for this, and it's like, okay, I don't want to hear that, but like it's subtle, and it feels like, okay, it feels like peace, like, okay, I hear what you're saying and I trust it, even though it may not be easy for me to hear, but it's coming from a place that's not loud, it's not anxious, it's not like a mean, like demanding voice and demeaning voice or this fear-based energy. Is very calm and very stern and straightforward. So though it's bittersweet, like emotionally you're being called to move away from something, no matter what that is. Like, it's going to be different for each and every one of you, but one thing that I could say is that the fact that you have 3 9s here, 999, look that number up. There's something very significant about you mastering a chapter or cycle in your life. There's a energy of completion, and it's also this energy of balance and harmony, and it's like kind of like a karmic energy. Where you place your energy is like the results of where you place your energy. You're going to see that in the coming energy that you're walking into, this phase you're walking into. So it could seem like a painful thing, and not to say that it doesn't feel painful and that it's not painful, but the bigger and the greater picture is that what's actually happening is you're going through a breakthrough. You are releasing, you are detaching from what no longer is needed, or what never was supposed to be, wasn't healthy in the first place, it wasn't built on solid ground, or it's just outdated things. Breaking free from the fear and embracing change, embracing the new, and trusting and shifting the way that you perceive things, like change the way that you see this, because I feel like spirit can't get through to you. It's like this confusion energy. So again, it's like spirit is encouraging, just as advice, for you to go within and seek. Okay, seek. Let's see what else. And not like seeking for answers right away, but just like go to spirit, go to God, and just sit and just be. Or if you have questions, but allow the answers to come at the divine time, when they're supposed to and as they're supposed to come, and not be too fixated on the timeline or how. So you have the Atlanteans with evolution, vibration, legacy, technology, progress, expect, acceleration. So you're far, like you're looking at yourself kind of like a little too linear, or like very limited, when your energy is like what's going on behind the scenes and what's really going on with you in the higher realms and space is very advanced. You have the Lumerians with clairvoyance activated, psychic awareness, sensitivity, trust your intuition. This is what you're needing. And in this season, spirit is like, you're not getting the answers that you see because you're looking in the way that you've always done it. Like spirit's like, take your training wheels off. You got this. You know, you can do this. You got this. You got to trust. You have the lantern to guide you. It may seem like you're by yourself, but you still have the light with you. She's even looking towards the moon, towards the mountains. So mountains can represent obstacles, challenges, an uphill battle, but that moon is that intuitive guidance. Even in the darkness, you still have light. Paul, then I don't know what this is, whatever. It says the gifted one, revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. Yeah, it's time to stop hiding. It's time to stop cloaking yourself. Spirit is guiding you. Spirit is giving you peace after the cycle. It's like it's time to come out of that little hibernated space that you've been in. Okay, so maybe work on your third eye. Of course, your sacral is here. Your third eye, your crown, and your solar plexus. Okay, so I'm sending much love to you guys. If this reading resonates, go ahead and give it a like. If you genuinely resonate, subscribe. I have love readings all February long. So for the rest of February, on Tuesdays, we do heart therapy readings and all the other readings. Make sure you're a Patreon member if you're into the spicy 18 plus reads. We do those every Thursday. I do have a love special going on, valid now until Wednesday, February the 14th, Valentine's Day. So that's when the sale ends. So if you guys want to take advantage of some of those specials, check out my community tab, my community posts. And yeah, stick around for more giveaways as well. So I appreciate y'all. Be blessed, be safe, take care. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.